Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're recording our numerical reasoning short test 7 recap. Okay, question number 1. Okay, Ryan measures the diameter in millimeters of 2 bottle caps from 2 different rings, cap A and cap B. Okay, what is the difference between the diameters of the 2 bottle caps? Okay, quickly, Mr. Idris, unmute and join me please on this question. I'm going to zoom it in. Let's get cracking. So, 25. Okay, so Mr. Idris, so what is that measurement there? So you've got 24, 24.1, 24.2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it matches up. So you go, what is the difference? What's the difference mean?
You take largest take with smallest.
Largest number take with the smallest number, so it'll be 25 minus 24.2. If you write that out properly like this, and then you minus it, taking care of your borrowing, you will get an answer that looks like this. So don't worry about this space here and this space here. You don't need to write anything in it. It's not a trick. They're not trying to catch you out. They're not trying to make you do things that you don't need to do. They're just there as extra. That question's done. So you have to do 25, the B measurement, minus the A measurement, which is 24.2, and you get a nice lovely answer of 0.8. Okay, done? Question B, what percentage of cap B's diameter is cap A's diameter? Okay, so now, Mr. Idris, how did you understand this question? What does it mean?
I got stuck on it, so I never did it.
Okay, now, I want to just ask you a quick question. Do you remember we done this topic? Oops, I'm trying to write with the rubber. Remember this topic here?
Yes.
Okay, that's the topic. Express one number as a percentage of the other number. So the first number is what? Which is our first number?
24.2.
And what's the second number that they want to express it out of?
25.
Okay, so this express cap B's diameter. What percentage of B is A? So basically they're asking is express A as the percentage of B. Literally that's what they're saying, but they're kind of worded it slightly differently. So A is 24.2. That's the A measurement. B is where's my? I need some leave. I need my little book. Oh, that's better. And what was B? 25.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to write down 25 point note because I don't need to. I like 25 as it is, as a whole number. So even though 25 point notes quoted, I'm going to use 25 because that makes me feel a bit more happy when I do my calculation. Now, so Idris, now that I've got it set up like this, how do I now express this as a percentage, Idris?
You times it by 100.
Beautiful, absolutely fantastic, Numan. Yeah, times it by 100. Now, can you cancel for me in this direction? Whoops, that's big.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me just get rid of that for the moment. That's massive. Okay, so what can you cancel them by?
25.
25 divided by 25 is 1. 100 divided by 25 is?
4.
4. So how do we finish it off?
You did 24.2 times 4.
Okay, fantastic. Let's do up here because I haven't got space over there. So let's do that. Come on, everybody. If you haven't already done it, do it now quickly, please. Normal multiplication. Okay, so what's my answer, Idris?
96.8.
Fantastic. 96.8 is the correct answer. Fantastic. So question B is you're testing your A as a percentage of B skills that we've done lots and lots of before. Now the way that Idris just done now, we could have done slightly easier by times in the bottom by 4 and times in the top by 4 using equivalent technique. But this is still a fantastic, solid technique. Let's move on. Okay. Idris, read the next question, please. Go.
Ryan places 3 blue, 5 red, and 4 yellow equally sized caps in a bag.
Okay, stop there. Idris, read over here. You're in the wrong place. Over here, young man.
Cap C's diameter is exactly halfway on the scale between the diameter of cap A and cap B's. What is the cap C's diameter? Okay,
let's go back to the scale then. It says here, cap C's diameter is exactly halfway on the scale between those two. So between 25 and 24.2. So how do we work out halfway? What do we do then? What would be the technique for working that out? So what could we do?
Divide it by 2.
We can average them. So you do 25, add the 24.2, and then divide it by 2 for question C, and that will give us an answer of
24.6.
okay. Or you could manually, you could physically look at the scale and work it out as well. But this is a way that we do to work out. If you want to work out the middle of two numbers, these two numbers here, you add them up and divide it by 2. You basically work at the average, and that will give you the middle number. Okay, next question. Read, please.
Ryan places 3 blue, 5 red, and 4 yellow equally sized caps in a bag. What is the probability of randomly selecting a red cap?
Okay, fantastic, beautiful question. Did you manage to do this question, Idris?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the probability? Probability means what's the chance of it happening? So the chance is always something happening out of the total chances. So the red one, how many red ones are there?
5.
Okay, especially use the red color. So the probability of a red, you got 5 chances. How many chances do you have all together?
12.
Okay, how did you get that number? Can you explain to the class?
Because you add them all up.
You add up the 3 with the 5 with the 4, that gives you a total of 12. Fantastic. Okay, now for question D, they want you, can you cancel that down any further, or is that it?
That's it.
Fantastic, here you go. There's my big 5 there. I've got a big 5. Okay, next question. Read.
What is the probability that a yellow cap is not chosen from the random?
The probability that a yellow cap is not chosen. Okay, so if you don't choose a yellow cap, which cap are you choosing then? What does it mean? So that means you're choosing a blue or a
Red.
Oh, fantastic. So that question is the same as saying, what's the probability of choosing a blue one or choosing a red one? That is what it means by not yellow. Not yellow means the other ones. Okay, so let's go then. So give me that probability then, Idris.
8 over 3
Over.
5 over 12.
Beautiful. Now,
12.
okay, 8 over 12. Now, can you cancel that fraction down for me?
2 and 2/3.
Okay, explain to us how you done it.
You divide it by 4.
Fantastic. What's this technique called? It's called simply.
Counting.
It's called simplifying or cancelling. That's right. Cancelling or simplifying. That's the mathematical term. Fantastic. Lovely answer there. Lots of mathematics in that first page. Lots and lots of maths. So we got difference word. We got A as a percentage of B. We got working at midpoint of 2 numbers. We got the probability of one event happening and the probability of something not happening. All being recorded, all being done there. Fantastic. Let's move on. Okay. Let's have Eliza, please. Audio only, please. Eliza, read. Go.
Below is a bar chart showing the number of different language books sold at a bookshop in a week. How many more Chinese books were sold compared to Italian books?
Okay. All right. I think I need to move my videos out of the way because they're actually getting in the way of my. Can't see the screen. At the bottom. Okay, but before I do that, I think I need to get the. Oh, where's the? I've lost my menu. Excuse me. All right, let's move that out of the way. At the top. At the bottom. Okay, sorry about that a little bit. Okay. Right. How many more Chinese books were sold than compared to Italian? So first of all, how many were Italian?
There were 18.
18. And how many were Chinese?
There were 45.
45. So what do you mean by how many more? What's the calculation that we need to do here?
45 minus 18.
45. And what's your answer?
My answer was 28.
Okay. Are you sure it's going to be 28?
Oh, wait, no, 27.
That's better. Okay.
I had the wrong question.
No problem. Read the next bit, please.
What is the ratio of French to German books sold?
Okay, so ratio of something. It says French to German. Go put the dots where the 2 is. We put French on this side, German on that side, exactly in the right place. Good. Okay, so how many French books do we have?
There were 32.
And how many German books do we have?
There were 16.
16. So now we've got 32 raised to 16. Now, can we simplify that by any chance, Eliza?
You could simplify it by 16.
Fantastic, madam. Well done. So the highest common factor here is 16. If we divide them both by 16, that gives us a lovely simplified answer of 2:1. Done. Next question, read.
What is the ratio of Spanish to Italian books sold?
Okay, so Spanish we can see from here, we just read from the scale, is 21. And the 2, we put down our colon there for the 2. And Italian, how many were Italian?
There were
18. 18. Okay, so can we cancel it again now? Can we just still do this cancelling?
You could cancel it by 3.
Cancel it by 3. Fantastic. So divide that by 3, divide that by 3. Cancelling, simplifying, same thing. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And 18 divided by 3 is?
6.
6. Okay, so I'm sorry that I write my numbers quite big, but that's just so you can see easy, and I love writing big. Write your numbers in the boxes, please. Thank you. Okay, part D. Lisa, read, please.
Mark the major language of books sold.
Okay, now, have we just only yesterday talked about the mean, median, mode, and?
Range.
Range. These are 4 types of averages. Okay, even though the mean is normally, when we say average, we're talking about the mean, but the average can also mean median, and can also have the meaning of the mode and the range and lots of other stuff as well, apart from that. So the modal, what does the mode mean again? We done it yesterday, Lisa, don't forget.
The most common.
The most common, the most frequent, the one that happened the most number of times. The most common language, modal language of books is?
Chinese.
Because it's got the longest?
Line.
The longest line, the longest bar on the bar chart. Okay, fantastic. Chinese. Lovely.
You marked French.
No, what about the French?
No, you marked French.
Have I marked the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sir's put in the wrong place. Thank you for that. Thank you. Chinese it is. Okay, good. Next question, please, Eliza.
If Spanish book sales increased by 1/3, what would the new number sold?
Okay, all right, let's have a look. Spanish books, Spanish books, Spanish books. Where's Spanish? Spanish is here. Spanish was how much?
21.
21. Give me a second. Let me change the color. So we got here 21 books, and we're going to increase it by 1/3. So we're going to add on to it 1/3 of 21. Like that. That's the increased part. What's 21 divided by 3, Lisa?
7.
7. So it becomes basically 21 add 7. So our new answer is?
28.
28. Fantastic. So Eliza, quick question. Can you see now what we're studying in the maths lesson coming, jumping into our exam papers?
Yeah.
Absolutely they are. If you look at question number 1, Eliza, we've done percentage work, lots of it. That's in there. We've done probability, that's in there. Question number 2, we've done mean, that's in there. We've done ratio, that's in there. All the topics we are studying is to help you to master and to dominate these exam papers. So are you feeling more confident with the questions now, Lisa?
Yeah.
That's good. That's why I want you to feel confident. Okay. Question number 3. Okay, Lisa, mute up, please. Right, let's have Mr. Let's have Mr. Musa join us. Mr. Musa, I haven't heard you in ages, young man. You've been away. So, yeah. Mr. Musa, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my little man, let's go. So we have here question number 3. I hope your algebra brain cells are working and they haven't kind of rotted away in all those days and months that you've been away. Read, go.
Simon swims 6 lengths of a swimming pool per day for X days. Jade swims 5 more lengths per day than Simon for Y days. Mark the expression for the combined number of laps swum by Simon and Jade.
Okay, lovely. Let's try to kind of understand the sentence piece at a time. So Simon swims 6 lengths per day for that many days. So if I wanted to change that English, that highlight English into maths, what would it look like, Musa?
It would look like 6x plus 11y.
Oh, you give me the whole answer, young man. You're ahead of me. Okay, 6x is good. Okay, why? Because you got 6 lots of x, because you're doing it 6 times the on the x days. Okay, lovely. Jade swims 5 more lengths, so 6 add 5 equals 11. Does it for y days, so it'll be 11 times by y. So you got 2 elements, 6 times by x, add 11 times by y, which gives you that one. Okay, are you happy with that, everybody? If you're happy with that, just put your hand up next to your name. Are you happy with that, please? I can see thumbs up. Okay, Eliza, yeah, alhamdulillah, good, fantastic. Right, and this is the top of the video as well, which is forming equations, reading English and changing it into mathematics. Okay, read the next question, please, Musa.
If Jade swam for 6 days and the total number of lengths swam is 114, how many days did Simon swim for?
Okay, let's have a look. If Jade swam for 6 days, so which one is Jade? Is Jade the first or second one?
The second one? Or
Yeah, the second one. So Jade swam for 6 days, and the total number of lengths swam is 114. How many days did Simon swim for? So for question, which one? Question 3b. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 6x is equal to
6x is equal
6x plus 11y, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to it. Goes at the total. It says total number of lengths swam is 114. How many? So we gotta use that formula that we just made. So let me just rub this off for the moment. Let me change the color of the pen. Give me a second. So we have 6x add 11y. Okay, so 11y is gonna be 11 times by the how many days?
6 days.
6 days. So where we see the y, we put a 6 in there, and then that will give us a total of
114.
114. So what we're doing now, not only did we make the formula, we're now using the formula to work out this thing here. Oops, are you supposed to use the highlighter? Sorry about that. We're trying to work out the x here. So let's start doing some algebra now. Musa, I hope your algebra is hot. Yeah, good stuff. So what's 11 times by 6?
66.
So 6x add 66 is equal to 114. So remember, we are still trying to work out, oops, keep again the wrong highlighter. We're trying to work out the x. I think I've covered it up completely. Okay, I don't think that's a good color. We're trying to work out the x. So what do we do now?
So now you have to do 114, take away 66.
Beautiful. You always move the second last action first. We've done the solving equations. So you minus the 66. So what is 114 minus the 66?
It is 48.
Okay, let's double check that. That becomes 0, that becomes 14, that becomes 8, that becomes 0, that becomes 10. Fantastic, young man. So we have 48 is equal to 6x. So what's x equal to?
X equal to times.
Opposite time by 6 is?
Divide by 6.
So the final answer is?
8 days.
8 days. So yes, that question was a bit lengthy. It did take a bit of time, but you have to understand that you're using this formula here. The formula that we said it was the right formula. We start with that formula. We put in a value for the 6 in the question into the y part. Okay, done. Okay, next question. Read, please. Go.
What is the surface area of, I diagram a swimming pool is shown below. What is the surface area of face A?
Okay, face A is talking about this part over here at the front. Surface area is just another word for area. We normally use the word surface area. We're talking about lots of different surfaces, but it can also be used for one as well. So everybody concentrate on the orange highlighted rectangle. So what is the area of the orange rectangle, Mr. Musa?
The area is 44.
Okay, area equals length times by width. This is your length, this is your width. Area equals 20 times by 2. So the area is equal to?
40.
40. Where do you get 44 from, Musa? What do you do? What were you doing?
I
You
think
do
I
something else.
accidentally did it.
Yeah, you do something else. Okay, lovely. Now come on, read the next bit now.
If the total capacity of the pool is 360 meters
cubed.
Cubed when filled to the top. What's the value of z?
You speak like a proper American. What's the value of z? Oi, hoi, role. I've never had a student that said z, it's normally z. Never mind. But z is good enough for me. Go. So now, what does this word mean? This word here, it's keyword. What's that word mean?
It means.
Give me another word. Give me another word for capacity.
Space.
It means?
Volume.
Volume. When they talk about capacity, they're talking about the volume. So the volume of that is going to be length time by width time by?
Height.
Height. Okay, now I've written it too far down. So give me a moment while I do some. Let's put it there. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Upstairs better. Okay, so do we know what the volume is of the pool? We do. We do know the volume. What's the volume?
The volume is.
I've highlighted for you.
360 meters cubed.
Okay, don't worry about the meters cubed for the moment. That's just the units, which is fine. But in our case, so under the volume, what do I put under the volume? 360?
360.
Yes,
cubed.
right. And what's the length?
The length is 20.
And the width is?
Width is 2.
The width is z.
Z, I mean.
And the height is?
2.
2. Okay, very good. So we've got to work out the z. Okay, let's work out what's around it. So what's 20 times by 2?
20 times by 2 is 40.
Okay. So this is, I call this kind of question a reverse question. So they're giving us the answer, which is 360, and they want us to go backwards and work out part of the question. So we've got to work out the z now. So how do we work out the z from what's left over now? So we've got only time by 40. What's the opposite time by 40, Mr. Musa?
You divide by 40.
Beautiful. Okay, what's 360 divided by 40?
Is it 90? It's 90.
Okay, let's have a look. You got 360 divided by 40. I think 9 will probably be the answer. Divide that by 10, divide that by 10.
I actually think it's 9. I think I think I might have accidentally done it by 400.
No problem. It's okay. So the actual answer is 9. So 40 will fit into 360 9 times. So the question is saying, what is the value of z for question D? And the answer is?
9.
9.
Mr. Iqbal,
Yes, sir, Idris.
couldn't you have just done 20 times 2, which is 40, and then you do 360 divided by 40 to get 9?
That is not exactly what I've just done. Have a look what's in front of you. You said, can't you just do 20 times by 2? 20 times by 2 is 40, which is over here. And then opposite is divided by 40, which is there. But you've just done it mentally in your head. I've explained it to the class how they're supposed to do it mathematically with the method. So I've done exactly what you've done in your head, what you saw as obvious, but it's not necessarily obvious to everybody else. Okay, Idris. So I have done exactly what you've just said. Can't you just do 20 times by 2? I have done 20 times by 2. And I have done divide by 40. But I've kind of set it out, that's all. Okay, do you see the difference, Idris? So you got the same idea as me, but yours is a bit quicker because you're working it all out in your head. But I'm having to explain it as I'm teaching it to the class. Because not everybody might be as fast as you, young man. Okay, beautiful, let's go. Read the last part, Mr. Musa. E.
How many lines of symmetry does face A have?
So lines of symmetry means if you slice the shape or you fold the shape, it will fold onto the other half. So that's one, and that's the other one. So you have 1, 2 lines of symmetry. So you can fold the shape down in half, or you can fold it across in half, and it will match onto itself. So the answer E is, let's get those lines off because they make the diagram a bit messy. Okay. So you have 2 lines of symmetry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Musa. You've come back with a bang, bro. You smashed it. Well done, thank you. That was one of the hardest questions on the paper. So you can mute yourself now, thank you. We need to move on to the next question, question number 4. Let's have Mr. Mani Saab. Question number 4. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Mani. Let's get cracking. Read.
What is the sum of the 5th and 6th term of this sequence?
Okay, lovely. Let's see what the pattern is in the first place. So we have 1, we have 3 dots, 6 dots, 10 dots. So what's the pattern? What's happening here in this particular question?
It's counting.
What's the pattern? Yeah, I can see it's counting.
It's going to 2, 3, 4,
Okay, so what will the next one be then?
5, 6,
Fantastic, young man. That's exactly what I want to hear. 10 add 5 is?
15,
And 15 add 6 is?
21,
21.
21.
Okay, 21. Okay, the question says here, what is the sum? What does the word sum mean?
Plus
The 5th and 6th terms. This is the 5th term and this is the 6th term. So they want you to add these two numbers. Go. So what is 15 add 21?
36.
Very nice. Excellent there. Okay, what is the, okay, read the next part.
What is the lowest common multiple LCM of the 4th and 5th term?
Okay, so this is our first, second, third, fourth. Fourth term is 10 and the 5th term is 15. So they want us to find the LCM of 10 and 15. Now, so what does that mean? What do they want us to do? So the key clue is the word multiple. What's multiple sound like?
Like you times it.
Like you times it, multiplying, absolutely. So let's do the 10 times table. 10, 20, 30, 40, blah, 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 blah. Give me the 15 times table. Come on, go.
15, 30, 45, 60.
And so on and so on, right. The lowest common multiple, which means in both of them. So the first number that comes into both of them is?
50 and 30.
Is 30, not 15 and 30. The lowest number that they both have. So the number in the 10 times table and in the 15 times table, the first number that they both share is 30. Okay, so I'm not looking for the smallest number in each times table. I'm looking for the smallest shared number. So the number 10 has 30 and 15 has 30. So they both share that 30 there on the screen there. Next, read.
Convert the 3rd term of the sequence into Roman numerals.
So what is the third term? The third term is what?
Dots.
The third term is 6, yeah? So how do you write 6 in Roman numerals?
V 1 1.
Just V1, yeah? Because don't forget 5 and 1 is 6. Yeah, so it won't be V1, it'll be just V1. Yeah? Or VI. I don't know, because normally it's I, isn't it? Yeah? It's letters. Next. I think they do write them as capital I's with this looks like a 1, but it's not actually. Mark below the name given to these types of numbers. Go. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Something. 1 second. Okay, go on, next one. Read part D, please. What's mark below?
The name given to these types of numbers.
So we can see from the diagram, what does it look like? What kind of shape is it?
Triangle.
Yeah, the triangles. So on. Done. Next.
Of the first 4 terms, how many are prime numbers?
So let's write down the first 4 terms. You have 1, 3, 6, 10.
2.
Okay, let's have a look. So what prime numbers first? So give me some prime numbers starting from the beginning. What's the first prime number?
3,
2, 3,
3,
5,
7,
7, and 11. Now, which one of those numbers is there?
3,
Okay, so how many are there altogether then?
1,
Not 2. Okay, remember the number 1 is not a prime number. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, thank you for that, Mani. You can mute yourself now. Jazakallah, thank you very much, young man. So let's have our next helper. Okay, Ayan, have you done anything here? Have you done any questions here with me?
Yeah.
You've done one question?
Yeah.
Okay, Ayan, Aliza, Idris, Mani. Okay, so we need one more person for the last question. Let's have Mr. Musa. Musa, just rejoin me, please. Question number 5, let's go.
Right. The table below shows a partly completed train table. It takes 20 minutes to travel between any 2 stations. Trains run every 40 minutes from Harken to Redmond.
Okay, let's put that information on there. So from here to here, we're going up in 40s. And then from here to here to here, we're going in 20s. So that's between each station. So this is 40 here. Okay, good. Next.
Jack travels to work from Grenham Central to Redmond. He arrives at Grenham Central at 12:25. A. How long does Jack have to wait for the next train?
Okay. So Jack travels from Grenham. Let's get a highlighter. He travels from here to Redmond, which is here. He arrives at Redmond at 12:25. Okay. He arrives at Grenham Central at 12:25. Now we've got some trains missing with question marks. I think before we start doing the question, do you think, Musa, we should fill in the question marks?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's change to a different color, blue. Let's get a slightly thinner color. Okay, remember we're going up in 40 minutes. So 11:40 add 20 minutes gives you what?
12.
12 o'clock, yeah? And what's 12 o'clock add another 40 minutes?
12:40.
Okay, now hang on a second. I think we've done a little bit incorrect there. It's 11:40 add 40 minutes, sorry. Pardon me. That's, so it'll be 12?
12:20.
12:20, that's better. And the next one will be what?
13.
13, exactly, bang on, because you're adding 40 minutes as we go across. Lovely. 11:20 add 40 will give us 1200. That works. That makes sense now. Yeah, that was a little bit there. 12:40. What's 12:40 add another 40?
It's 13:20.
13:20. And 13 add 40 is?
13 and 40 is 13:40.
Beautiful. 12:40 add 40 is?
13:20.
And 13:20 add 40 is?
14.
Fantastic. So we filled in all the question marks quite quickly. It didn't take us too much time, and we've done that quite nicely. Now, hopefully, the question will become easier. How long does Jack have to wait for the next train? So Jack travels to work from Grenham. He arrives at Grenham at 12:25. He's just missed the train, hasn't he? He's just missed this train here. Missed that one. So he'll have to wait for this one now. So they want to know how much time is there from 12:25, his arrival time, and the next train that leaves there, which is 1300 hours. So how many minutes is that then?
35.
Okay, 35 minutes. Fantastic, young man. 35. Beautiful. Next, what time does Jack arrive at Redmond? So he catches the 1300, he catches that one. And then he goes to Redmond. He arrives at what time?
14 o'clock.
So he arrives at 1400 hours, not 14 o'clock. That's something quite different. But they want the answer now back in PM. So what do?
We take away 12.
So 1400, we take away 12. That gives us 2
p.m.
Yeah, 2 o'clock or 2 p.m. Yeah. Next, read part C for me, please.
On a particular day, the journey between Harkand and Redmond from 11:20 takes 50% longer than usual. What is the total journey time on this day?
Okay, so we're going from Hark End and Redmond. Between Hark and Redmond, let's go back to the timetable. Okay, folks, I need to possibly rub off this little bit of highlighter here, rub off the highlighter here, rub off the highlighter here, and let's have a look and rub off the highlighter here for the next questions so we don't get confused. Okay, I might also possibly rub off this stuff here. We don't do it anymore. Okay, right, let's have a look. So what were the two towns again, Musa, remind me?
The two times.
The two towns.
The two towns was Harkand and Redmond.
Okay, and the question says the journey time from 11:20. Here we go. So that arrives at 12:40. So the 11:20 arrives at what time normally?
11:20 arrives at 12:40.
So how much time is that?
And that, how much time was that? That is 1 hour and 20 minutes.
So 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is the same as how many minutes?
How many? 80 minutes.
80 minutes. It'll be 50% longer. So what is 80 minutes? Add 50% of 80 minutes. So what will that give us?
It would give us 120 minutes.
Fantastic. Now remember, 80 minutes, add half of 80 is 80, add 40, which gives you 120 minutes. Now they want the answer to go back into hours and minutes. So that'll give you, so that'll be 120 minutes. How many hours is that then, Musa?
2 hours.
And how many minutes?
0 minutes.
Beautiful, lovely. Next, read the next bit.
If train fares cost £3.20 per adult and £2.30 per child, what is the cost for 3 adults and 2 children?
So what's the calculation that we need to do here then?
We need to times.
So £3.20 times by what?
Times by 3 and £2.30 times by 2.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, folks, if you haven't already done this, I hope you're all doing it right now. So that'll give you 0, 6, and 9. That'll give you 0, 6, and 4. Okay, what do you do with those two now? Those two numbers?
We add them.
We add them. Okay, let's add them then. So we got £9.60, add £4.60, and then we add them up. So what's that give us altogether?
£14.20.
Fantastic. Okay, that's lovely. £14.20. Okay, folks, now we're going to stop the video here. We're going to do the next. I think we should do the test, the verbal reading separately so we can access it quickly and easily on the YouTube channel. But if you look at that, if you've managed to do this much working out on your paper, then you've demonstrated a lot of mathematics here, a lot of mathematics. And this is all the mathematics we've been studying in the past and we're studying at the moment: forming equations, solving equations, reverse equations, prime numbers. Okay, timetables is relatively a topic that we haven't covered too much of, but we're practicing them actually live while we're doing the questions. The timetable questions, they're really important to understand those. Okay, folks, I'm going to stop the video now and then I'll load up separately.